What's up guys, it's Jacob or X here, coming to you on another video. Today's video we'll be going over the balanced Druid Azerite rotation changes. Now what this means is basically right now in the current state for balanced Druids, when we stack traits for the Azerite, our rotation changes a little bit. And it's kind of confusing how, like, when should I use this, when should I use this, how do I use that, all these types of, variations to the class. So today we'll be going over all the different changes, how to use all the traits properly in all different sort of situations. If you guys do enjoy this video, let me know in the comments below, and as well on September 5th at Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be doing the raid for Old Year as well. So you guys want to come in the chat, hang out, and just ask questions about Boomkin in general. Feel free, but other than that, let's go right into it. So first off, we're going to get into Power of the Moon. If you have two traits of Power of the Moon, you're going to be using Moonfire as your filler, and as well as you're going to be using your Solar and Lunar Empowerment whenever they are up. Now, you can't get your Solar Empowerment and Lunar Empowerment. One, you get the Lunar Empowerment from your Moonfire. You have a 5% chance to actually get the Lunar Empowerment from just spamming Moonfire from direct damage. It's not over time, though. As well as you can get it from your Star Surge and your Eclipse. Now, Eclipse, as we all know, was a new passive that was added to BFA. Basically, it's 20% chance if you cast Solar Wrath to get a Lunar Empowerment, or you get a 20% chance to do cast Lunar Strike to get Solar Empowerment. So you can get it from that as well. I recommend using Star Surge, those kind of things, on 2 to 3 targets. If there's 3 or more targets, though, 100%, I would recommend going with Starfall, just because there's more damage over time instead of using your Solar Empowerments and your Lunar Empowerments. Now, of course, when you use Moonfire, there's like a 1 out of 20% chance. Now, even if you do have two traits of the Power of the Moon, that does not mean you get a 10% chance to get Lunar Empowerment on direct damage. The secondary stats don't stack. Now, what I mean by that is, as you guys can see here, Moonfire deals direct damage on hit, and you have a chance to get Lunar Empowerment by 5%. So the stuff that does stack, though, is the direct damage on hit. But what does not stack is the 5% lunar, 5% chance to get the Lunar Empowerment. So that does not stack. So it's still a 5% chance, which basically means 1 out of 20 Moonfires will get a Lunar Empowerment. Now, whenever this comes up, you'll want to use that. But other than that, though, guys, still use Moonfire as your filler, Solar and Lunar Empowerments when they're up, and use Starfall if there's 3 or more targets. So moving into the Power of the Moon, for the three traits of it, you want to use Power of the Moon as a filler, likewise to the 2 traits. But the only thing that's really different, though, is you're going to be ignoring Solar Empowerment. The reason for this is because you'll be doing a lot of damage from your Power of the Moon traits, from direct damage onto with Moonfire, so you won't really have to use Solar Empowerment. Obviously, though, you want to use Lunar Empowerment whenever you get a proc. For Moonfire, like I said last time, there's a 5% chance to get it. Basically 1 out of 20 chance for every time you use a Moonfire. And as well, 3 targets. So it's really not that different, but only thing is, you have to make sure you don't lose your Lunar Empowerment. For me, I have 3 traits, so it's not really that hard for me not to use it, but definitely try to work around not using that. But other than that, everything's really the same. So for Stricken Stars, the one I found that the best situation to use this in, obviously a single target, right? But as well, the talents I like to use for this is Nature's Balance. And I found this one to work the best just because when you open your rotation, it's really, really good to get the Starlord's procs, the 3 first. The way this works is, you want to cast just 2 Solar Wraths to get around 76 AP or 75 around there. And then you'll probably get Moonfire into Sunfire and get on 80 AP there. So once you get to that, you'll cast 2 Star Surges, and they'll get you to around, 2 stacks of the Starlord. And then you'll want to go cast Celestial Alignment and then do the Stricken Stars rotation. Now this rotation basically is just spamming Solar Wrath for the AP, and then you can probably get a Lunar Empowerment proc also. Just basically for this, you want to make sure you don't use the same spell over and over again, though, right? That's literally the whole trait. So Solar Wrath, Lunar Empowerment, Solar Wrath, Lunar Empowerment, and as well as people would want to ask, what if I just use my buffs and all kind of stuff? I mean, not my buffs, my dots, right? My Moonfire and Sunfire. Well, you can do that. It'll be less damage, though. And by the time you actually, use Celestial Alignment, your dots, by the time it's kind of ending, your dots will be almost ending too. So you can kind of use those to refresh at the very end as well. But the way this works is, just use Solar Wrath, Lunar Empowerment, Solar Wrath, Lunar Strike, Solar Wrath, Lunar Strike. Just keep going back and forth, and as soon as you can, once you get to 40 Astro Power with your 2 stacks of Starlord, make sure you use a Star Surge. You get the 9% haste, and you probably should get that around, I'd say, like 11 to 13 seconds is like a good goal. 11 to 14 seconds probably. So the goal is to try to get around 11 to 14 seconds of the 3 stacks of the 9% haste of the Starlord to get the most effective damage over time. That way your Stricken Stars can do a lot more damage, cast a lot more spells a lot more frequently as well. If you guys have any questions about Stricken Stars in the comments below, please let me know, because this trait is a little confusing, so I'm not afraid to answer any questions about that. Lunar Shrapnel is one of the really easier traits to work with, just because all you really need to do, guys, is try to stack 3 traits of Lunar Shrapnel, as well as you only really use it on like 4 to 5 targets, 4 plus targets, obviously, right? As well as it's really easy because just spam Moonfire onto the targets, make sure Moonfire is applied because it's the only way Lunar Shrapnel works, and then use Lunar Strike for AoE, and as well as cleave them down with Starfall. Lunar Shrapnel is one of the easier ones to use. I really only recommend using this on 4 or 5 targets for long, consistent AoE. Maybe this might work in dungeons, but I don't know. Personally, dungeons, I'd go with Power of the Moon, but that's besides the point. 4 to 5 targets for Lunar Shrapnel. Other than that, though, guys, it's really it for my video. I hope this video helped with anyone who had concerns or questions about going over the Azerite traits for rotations, because for Boomkins, they are significantly different than the current rotation with no Azerite traits at all. So I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to let me know down in the comments below what everyone thought, as well as like the video, guys. And if you guys want to support me even farther, go check out my Twitch stream at twitch.tv/DazzaX. I'll try to stream almost every single day, and as well, come hang out on the raid nights on Wednesday, September 5th at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you all later.